today we are going to talk about cardiorenal syndrome. يا شباب ما بيعمل عندي. Please. Why we nephrologists interested in hypertension? Why it is the Lebanese Society of Nephrology and Hypertension? It is because the kidney is the organ of hypertension. And why the kidney is the organ of hypertension? According to Guyton, you know Guyton, he is the scientist of medical physiology. Previously, if you look to this photo, Guyton was a surgeon, an active surgeon, but he got polymyelitis. So he went into physiology. And by the way, we should be very much interested, not as nephrologists, not as cardiologists. We should be generalists, particularly to teach students, medical students, physiology and pathophysiology. This is a message for you. We should know physiology and pathophysiology very well in order to manage diseases. Guyton used to say that the kidney is the organ of hypertension, and there is no hypertension without malfunction of the kidney. And why is that? Because kidney secretes renin and because of natriuresis, according to Guyton. According to why we are interested in cardiorenal syndrome, the kidneys receive 20 to 25% of the cardiac output. So protect your heart to save your kidneys. We have some specialization. By the way, I used to talk with the Professor Sultani already. I said that you are an old-fashioned physician. Those chairpersons are old-fashioned physicians. So is Abdul Mun'im al-Shok is an old-fashioned physician. Why? In Harrison, there was principles of medicine used to say in his textbook, he said that the most vital part of a doctor or of a physician is his interest in humanity. I want you all, ولو شباب صغار ما جاب لنا دكتور غازي, they should be our goal. It's okay, but we need residents to attend here. We don't need AlSaedi, he's bald and losing some teeth, because you know about what I'm talking about. But bring the residents because they are the future. What we have is not KSA. The knowledge, you can have a touch and you will have a lot of knowledge here. But also are the skills, but the attitude. Now, these days, we have an attitude problem. Young age group now, filter من عندنا, they believe that medicine is a business, not a mission. But medicine, ladies and gentlemen, is, and teach your students and candidates, الله بالخير حسين, that medicine is a mission, not a business. And now here we are interested in cardionephrology that deals with cardiorenal syndromes and the exposure with novel therapies. We have cardiology as a potential model for subspecialization in nephrology. We have cardiovascular disease. In nephrology, we have general nephrology, including cardiorenal disease, hypertension. And by the way, it is Department of Nephrology and Hypertension according to job description, job analysis. Diabetic kidney disease, glomerular disease, and polycystic kidney disease. We have other things that are linked to cardiology, interventional cardiology, and interventional nephrology. So we have a lot of things that link the cardiac disease with the kidney disease. يا شباب إذا ما يشتغل أنتوا قلبوا وياي. So we must take the lead. Next, please. We should have healthy kidneys to have a healthy life. Next, please. Sure. وين على الشاشة? It's okay. Now we are a team. We are talking that we know Mr. President, Professor Ali, Professor Robert, and all of you, we know each other. We are a team, and I believe that teamwork and intelligence win the championship. When you are talented, you will win the race. You will win the game. But when your team is with you, you will win the championship. And what is a team? A team is not a group of people who work together. A team is a group of people. Is a team is a group of people who trust each other. So we should trust each other. This attitude has been, and you know your attitude is contagious. واحد يعلم الآخر الصح من عدم الصح. يعني أنا كتبت ذاك اليوم أحدهم لما رئيس الحكومة زار أحد مستشفيات بغداد وحاسب وعاقب، يعني حاسب الأطباء مش عاقب، أنا ما أعتبرها punishment, but he's the man who's in charge about the community health, about the healthcare system. واحد منهم طلع on the media يقول لا احنا حالنا حال القصاب، حالنا حال أي أبو تكان، احنا we are having a business. واحدهم قال لي انه يعمل في احد المكانات الحكوميه ليحصل ايام الجمعه على، احنا ما بيناتنا غريب لانه احنا we share because we are a team, we trust each other. يحصل على دفتر يعني $10,000 يوم الجمعه. هذا مو صحيح يا ولد يا شباب. Medicine is a mission, not a business. Always remember that your patient is a human being. So you are dealing with a human being. احنا مهنة إنسانية، نعم مهنة إنسانية. يعني المريض ما عنده فلوس ينطيك. يعني you won't cure him, you won't help him, you won't support him. No, you should, you have to. الآن الإخوان دول البايونيرز اللي أسسوا Hypertension Society. والأساس of launching societies is to have better standards of care. مش حتى نسوي هذا الكونفرنس أو نحكي ونقول إحنا سوينا كونفرنس. No, we should improve and boost the standards of care. We should boost healthcare system and service at the end of the day. فالإخوان, they did very well. Okay. Now, what is the great aim of education? The great aim of education is not knowledge. You know, you can have a knowledge by a touch. But it is action. We have to do something. Because at the end of this session, at the end of this conference, we have to boost better healthcare system. And we will go through that so fast. Now we have CKD, that is a chronic kidney disease. Now, people are not talking about chronic kidney disease. They said that C for cardio, and K is the kidney, and D is the diabetes. Because patients with a chronic kidney disease, they die of cardiovascular disease. They die of this cause, not of the disease of the kidney. So, why we have chronic kidney disease is a silent disease. The heart beats. When you have palpitation, you will consult your physician, your cardiologist. The lung breathes. When you have a wheeze, you will go to a respirologist. But the kidney does not make any noise. ساكتة والساكت ما حد بحاله وما يدرون به، لأن هواي جموع من الناس نامي جموع الشعب نامي. هذول kidney is just like a sha'ab. The kidney does not make any noise, and often people and just presenting with end-stage kidney disease, they have never realized anything was wrong. The last organ to fail is the kidney. ولهذا شيء عندنا CKD وعندنا end-stage kidney disease. احنا nephrology community, we try to change what is called end-stage kidney disease. شو نسميه patient with kidney disease. والأساتذة هنا, they work in the ISN, the International Society of Nephrology. They look after this just to change this term into a more hopeful term. هذا من كنت أدرس نفرولوجي في نهايات التسعينات من القرن الماضي. Why are CKD and end-stage kidney disease patients predisposed to cardiovascular disease? End-stage kidney disease or chronic kidney disease is a cause of anemia, is a cause of inflammation, more lipids, more hypertension. There is left ventricular hypertrophy, congestive heart failure, and at the end of the day, we will have cardiovascular disease and death. If we look to this, and this is important, I want you to memorize it. Metabolism, people living with diabetes are 425 million. And those people living with heart failure are 64 million. Those with cardiovascular death annually, globally, is around 18 million. But what we have here, we have an epidemic of people living with a chronic kidney disease. There are more than 850 million. So we should detect them. We should pre-detect them in order to avoid this. What we have is a 53 million with cancer. والعالم كله مخبوص with cancer, and cancer medications and immunosuppressive, whatever, is very expensive. So should we hold this? We have to hold this. We have to work to hold this. And this is causes of death in end-stage kidney disease. What we have here is cardiovascular disease. So we should look to this target. We have a cardiovascular disease. What do we have in the society? We are gaining weight. We are smoking. If you are not a smoker, you have a vape. And obesity is dangerous. And obesity, your kidney cannot tolerate your body weight. We were slim in 1990s. Now we have distended bellies in the 2022. So we are gaining weight. And gaining weight means metabolic syndrome, means more lipids, more hypertension, insulin resistance. كنا بالرمادي 3 days ago وكل واحد جايبين له صينية just like that. And you have to eat it. وأهل الرمادي عرب لأنه القيافة أول ما تطب بالمحافظة دشداشة وعقال. وش حدك ما تاكل. وثقوا واعتقدوا هذه this is real. ومنهم هذا الشاب الكويسي اكلوا كل واحد جايب له نص طلي and you have to eat it. لأن عندنا مثل عند العرب أكل الرجال على قد أفعاله. شو تاكل قليل. So our culture is that we eat a lot. We drink a lot. Why we nephrologists dislike hypertension? Hypertension is a cause of hypertensive nephrosclerosis. And what is hypertension, nephrosclerosis? On the long run, there is essential hypertension and hypertensive retinopathy, left ventricular hypertrophy, minimal proteinuria, and progressive renal insufficiency. And we will end with chronic kidney disease and end-stage kidney disease. What we are interested is about data. I like two things, data, more data. Because without data, you are just another person with an opinion. Without data, you cannot make a plan. Without data, you cannot make follow-up and audit. So please, even good data are not accurate data. Please publish what you see and have your data. Please, this is very important. And Iraq is 42 million, and we have a growth rate of 3%. And we have around 60% at the age of 15 to 64. So we are a society of youth. Iraq is at the area of California. كاليفورنيا هي 42 مليون، العراق 42 مليون. سواء أن خيرات العراق according to economists تكفي 200 مليون وإحنا 40 مليون. What is happening here is mismanagement and corruption. لا نضع الأمور بيد أهلها. We have skills versus personality. مهم personality. And now I will go through what my colleagues in the Iraqi Society of Nephrology and Hypertension did. We have difference in guidelines to be used globally and to be fit for application in low and high resource setting by advising on essential and optimal standards.
So
First,
2 minutes.
okay. First population-based survey in hypertension in Iraq was conducted in 1979, and the prevalence was 12%. Of course, it was underestimated. So, but WHO had in 2008, they go through that we have around 30% they have hypertension. According to STEPS, this is done by the Iraqi Society of Nephrology with the WHO. We have those above 18, current 15 governors in Iraq, they got prevalence of 35%. They tend to be hypertensive. Those not on medication, you see they're around 70%. So you have to educate people about that. Hypertension is a silent killing disease, according to Professor Ali Al-Sultani. This is Iraq, and the Iraqi Society of Nephrology did a lot of things. They have data, good data, not very accurate data, but they are good data. They went into Kurdistan. This is in Erbil. This is north of Iraq. We have undiagnosed, a lot of people with undiagnosed hypertension. So conclusion is that among Iraqi populations, major concern and further consideration is required to detect. At least during COVID, we got data, which is good. So hypertension patients in our community have relatively good knowledge and attitude, but poor practice and adherence to treatment. أكو ناس يسمون نفسهم interventional cardiologists. Please, before going to doing cath, do a urine journal exam before renal indices. We have a lot of cath, but we have a lot of mishaps. The key to success is to focus on goals, and the prevention is more than cure. This man, you know, he's a transplant surgeon. He said, I have saved the lives of 150 people by heart transplant. But if I had focused on preventive medicine earlier, I might have saved 150 millions. An idea is like a virus. It is resilient and highly contagious. We should have an idea. Do we believe in change? To change, we have to believe in change. A lot of medication, very little care. Not the polypharmacy, والمريض with distended belly, drinking alcohol and smoking. Pills and surgery, but what about lifestyle? We go now, we have an obesity in childhood, into جمعية الضغط وجمعية الكلى والجمعيات روحوا للمدارس وللحكومة طلعوهم to reduce weight. So use exercise as medicine. انتم مسويها بالجمعية مال cardiology. It is low cost, low risk and available. We have the 3 Ds of success. We have to dream, yeah, we are good, and to decide and to do. At the end of the day, wrong is wrong and right is right. Wrong is wrong, even if everyone is doing it. But right is right, even if no one is doing it. وَالْحَقْ لَا يُبْطِلُهُ شَيْءٍ. And the world is not dangerous because of those who do harm. It's dangerous because of those who look at it without doing anything. And thank you for your attention. Thank you, sir.